What's going on, folks? Happy Saturday afternoon. I'm back after some much needed rest and some food and a nice shave. Alright, so let's see where my autosave put me.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone.
Okay, so it put me right right before the chapter end.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through. Shit.
Just run, Alan. Run!
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me. I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent? Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I had lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me. Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Have a quick look around. Ooh.
The story determined where I could go, and where I couldn't.
Yeah. Alright, looks like our only path is forward for the moment.
Stepping heading to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning. The violent emotion of the act. Like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that's soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Ooh, another word of power. I need to point at it from over here. Yeah. Word of the gun. Ooh. Well, I mean, it is literally the only weapon I have right now. Actually. It is personal.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
One step closer to home. The dark place. Opening soon. You may not be the only you out there. Please carry your portable light with you in the subway.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape.
I'll head straight for it.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Damn. Haunting. Initiation 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
I was about to say, it's like, where the Why is my flashlight not on?
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Gotta look around. Dachshund Street. Focal point. It's the dark place.
Part 1. What was Alice working on?
Have a look, see.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
before I go in there. Okay, she's not in there.
Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
I guess when we beat him in American Nightmare, we didn't finish the job. Either that or there was more than one Scratch.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
I wonder if it was supposed to be like that, because it was very choppy. I think it was, because, like, it's already back to normal.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something? Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult. The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance? Huh. Think Saga. said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker. Wake has a double, Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here, in Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon. Standing inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Interesting. So we can go back and forth. The question is, am I going to be able to go back?
I was back. I wasn't able to escape. The dark presence had stopped me. I had seen the title page of another manuscript. Return. I didn't remember writing it, but it felt familiar. Important. I had to find it. The plot board was empty again. I needed a new draft, back at the beginning, but closer to my goal.
Hmm. Ah, yes, right.
I would write a new draft of initiation to reach Parliament Tower using another murder site. Scratch was reaching out from the Dark Place to get Alice. She was out, but still in danger.
Welcome. Our guest tonight is Alan Wake. This time he wanted to do something.
I was back, and I hadn't forgotten. I knew how this worked now. I could take control, no more surprises.
What demons he wrestles with in the dark hours of the night. Together with our house band, the Divine Old God Backyard, we have created something special. The song is called Herald of Darkness, but I like to call this next segment the story of the journey of Alan Wake, the musical.
Huh.
We just do what we always do. We'll chat, but instead of talking, we'll sing it.
I'll do a manual save and then switch back.
You wrote these pages in the Dark Place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the Dark Place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey Nick, thanks for the raid. How did the end of Star Ocean go? Oh, it's Wokevember. Alan Wokevember. They're leveling up. Yes. That's good. Nope, that's still for later.
I feel bad for these guys.
Oop.
Hi, welcome.
Okay, past favorite Deerfest floats.
yarn puppet monstrosity.
Hello, and welcome
This is
to
the
Coffee
third
World,
time
Mojave,
I've requested
Washington's
something be
best
done
coffee-themed
about the
amusement
TV in
park.
my room.
All of our attractions are
It keeps
family
going
friendly
on
and
by
available to
itself.
children of all
It's
ages.
keeping me awake.
Sure, why not?
Yes, sir. I'm terribly sorry.
So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin.
Oh boy.
The TV for the night?
Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express. Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims.
That sounds.
Not haunted.
That music behind that is
Mocha
just
Moose and the Goats
creepy.
Our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously. stop
It's not
sharing those
haunted.
coffee.
No, not at all.
Seriously. It's not amusing. Take in amazing views from the Slow Roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park.
Oh lord.
This is so much fun. And finish off at our
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of control. There are a lot of tie-ins from a lot of the other games in this.
Discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from. There's a lot of. I would say. It's a lot of small stuff that's in from Alan Wake. Actually, no, not really. Small stuff, but. I wanted to take a look at my map. Points of interest. Interesting. How interesting. It must be on the inside. Nope, I walked right by it. Is it here? Maybe it's just this. No. Maybe it's the car. Oh well, looks like we're gonna go to Watery for the next part of our lovely journey.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member.
Yup.
And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there.
Yeah, something tells me we're not getting back up,
I
period.
think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play Control
The page placed me in a trailer. Somewhere
after I
in Maryland.
finish this game.
I should ask around.
Because I already know like, I've already played like a bit of Control. So, no, I don't have a map for this place.
Hey, what did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all
Have you
that,
seen me?
but idle hands are the
The flooding is even worse here. More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
Hey, where's the time gone? There's just a wretched husk of what used to be me.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote for everyone. For Watery.
There we go. Got our map.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Moose Fest. How nice. Tom the Poet. Huh. It's almost like it's a, oh hey, it's a shoebox. Oh yeah, it is, wait, what? Did I get the shoebox? Okay. Do a quick save there. We'll keep having a look around.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks. Can you point me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. He owns many things in town.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo and his brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
Okay.
Watery's definitely quaint.
There's only so many times I can keep fixing the same hole.
I bet they have good fish here.
How's it going?
Gotta be exploring.
I need something to force this open.
Definitely don't have anything that does that yet.
How'd she get loose from the mooring? They hitched her up so securely. I swear this vessel has a mind of its own.
More batteries are good. Whoop. Nope. Okay. Conversation, your choices. Coffee World. It's a long way to the trailer park.
Hi.
Excuse me. Do you know when...
Hush! Auntie in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
Well, time to get a move on.
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Oh yeah, it's
Hey,
these
Ilmo.
guys.
How did your walk in the woods with Steven go?
Another satisfied customer. I just hope he remembers to write a good review on the webpage.
Oh yeah.
Great to see you back in Watery, Saga. Everyone in town missed you. Super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening. You own the trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that.
Why, certainly.
It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident? I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
Could be.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it? Coffee World is a smooth blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently.
Aw, poor moose.
Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though.
Oh.
You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
Are you familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh?
It's
Yeah, very damn real.
We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
So... your commercials?
They're more than commercials, Saga.
Yes.
Our goal
They're
is
always
to
more
both
than
entertain
commercials.
and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Yako here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is.
Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
Sure.
Profiling may move the case forward.
Sure thing.
Building bridges.
The profile.
Ilmo thinks the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Yako, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous. Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Yako. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer. Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction. keep trying. A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it simple, Saga.
Go back.
All joking aside, yes, I would like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Yaku and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
Oh, fantastic.
Call the gift shop so they can give Saga a hand. Yep.
I'm gonna wait and see.
The Coskellas think I lived in the trailer park. With Logan. The story really is changing people's memories. Why aren't mine affected?
You would think, but I mean, like...
First the witches at the diner. Now the Coskellas. They all think Logan and I used to live here. Wake said the horror story would make people crazy. Like they're being brainwashed to believe the story. Is it spreading?
I mean, how much spoilers does everybody want here for Alan Wake 1? Or granted, you can watch my Alan Wake... the VODs of my Alan Wake 1 playthrough right here on Twitch.
Need to get across the river.
Unfortunately, the Dark Place does not low to no. Okay. Then I will not say much. Other than Bubbles and Sunshine are out of the question.
What was that?
Looks like we're about to get into the action here.
Fuck!
The heck?
FBI, show yourself!
That dude was fast. Oh, lovely. Enemies with celerity. I love it. Ow. Please die. Jesus.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
This way first. Alright.
Another locked box.
Hey, if you take the crossbow out, put it back on the stash when you're done. P.S. I changed the code as asked. Let's gotta do something with those numbers. There is my best bet. Let's go in. Grab another manuscript page.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskalis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew her weapon. Her eyes searched the woods. A noise overhead. Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
That sounds lovely.